Hey everyone, it's the Eclectic Handyman. I got my lawnmower here. It's springtime. Let's get it cleaned up, tuned up. We'll do a pit crew style and get it done quickly. Let's get into it. All right, first thing, it's a little dirty. I haven't used it since the fall, so I'm just gonna blow it off and then we're gonna rinse it off and clean it up. So before rinsing this off, if you're gonna be reusing the same air filter during the tune-up, go ahead and remove that so it doesn't get soaking wet. Otherwise, if you're gonna be replacing it, it doesn't matter either way. So the real reason for doing this is to keep the deck and other components from rusting. It's a good idea once a year, spend 15-20 minutes, just rinse it off, soap it up, and then let it dry. If you want to clean the underside of the mower as well, which is a good idea, we can tilt it up. Now we always tilt it up with the carburetor side up. It's also a good idea if you're going to be near the blades to just go ahead and unplug the spark plug wire just to be extra cautious. And we can also do our pre-inspection on the blades themselves. All right, not bad. I'm gonna get it rinsed off. We'll get it dried up, wait a few minutes, and then we'll get it tuned up. If you did end up cleaning the mower and you took your air filter out, let's go ahead and put it in just temporarily so that we can start up the mower and we can get that oil warmed up to do the oil change. And as well, if you took off the spark plug wire to check the blades underneath, make sure to pop that on too. Let's go ahead and start it. So the tune-up I'll be doing today is here on my Honda HRX217. Little did I know when I bought this mower, it was kind of the upper end echelon, kind of like the GT500 of lawnmowers. So I'm pretty happy because it's got a bulletproof engine, but we still need to take care of it. So the things I'm going to be needing today are oil. I'm going to go with full synthetic 10W30. You can get the Honda brand if you want, which is regular, whatever you want to use. I also have a new spark plug. Again, look at the application for your specific mower. I've got a brand new NGK spark plug. I didn't get the Honda version. They're the exact same thing. I'm also going to use a new air filter. It's been time enough. I get a 2-pack of them, so each year I can just go ahead and replace it. This is a very simple operation. I do have the Honda OEM. It was nominal difference in cost. I'm also going to go ahead and do a new inline fuel filter. This little red thing right here actually goes inline. It will help, especially with older mowers. This may not be something you do in a tune-up every year. And then of course, we're going to need a drain pan and a few basic wrenches and tools. First thing I'm gonna do, I did just run the mower for a couple minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug the spark plug boot and wire right here, just so that when I'm working on it, it doesn't accidentally start. And also we're gonna inspect the blades now that it's all cleaned up. Let's get started with the oil change. Remember, anytime you tip the mower, it goes carburetor side up. Remove your dipstick from the lawnmower engine, set it to the side, and now we can tilt the mower. When I tilt it, I'll do it relatively quickly. You might make a little bit of a mess. That's okay, just be ready for it. And as you can see, that oil is really black and needs to be changed. We'll let that sit for several minutes and all of it will drain out. So we can multitask while that oil is draining and inspect our blades. Now in this particular Honda, there are a 2-blade system, 1, 2. And what we want to be looking for is damage along the leading edge of the blades. See if they're dinged up and it's time to replace. Now you can do one of two things. You can remove these with the 2 outer bolts, not the inner one, the 2 outer ones, and you can go have them sharpened, or you can buy a replacement set with Honda blades and put them on your mower. When you go to remove them, you'll want to use a block of wood so that either if you're tightening them, it'll stop it there. A good 2x4 will help you, or if you're similarly going in the other direction as well when you're loosening them. On this particular mower, these bolts end up getting torqued to around 40 foot-pounds. You will want to torque them on whatever type of mower you have. That's the safest way. If you're unsure, you could have this done at a small engine shop. My blades look pretty good. I think I can get another season out of them before I end up replacing them. Let's go ahead and turn this back over and fill up the mower with new oil. All the old oil has drained out of the mower. We'll get it back right side up. Make a little bit of a mess. Probably want a few rags handy. No problem at all. Just dripped a little bit. Now we can fill it up. So I'll go ahead and clean the spout just so no foreign debris gets in there. I'll use a small funnel, and this particular mower takes about 13 to 14 ounces. Now, the one thing I like about the Mobile One here is that I can see the amount of ounces. So I'm going to go ahead and put in roughly 12-ish. You do not want to overfill the mower. It is not good for small engines. So do not overfill. More is not better in this case. Carefully fill up the mower. Again, I'll just check every once in a while and see how many ounces I've come down from the top. On the dipstick here, you want to get it not past the full, which is right in this area. And again, depending on your mower, it may be slightly different. On this Honda, you are just to put the dipstick in. Do not thread or turn it. Take it back out. Look at the line. You know what, folks? I think I got it perfect just about on the first go. Maybe just a little bit to add, but again, do not overfill this. We are done with the oil change. Now on to changing the spark plug. Spark plug is going to be pretty easy. On this one, it's a 13/16. I'll just go ahead and put my socket on there, back it out. Spark plugs are not supposed to be in there super tight, so as long as it's not seized, it shouldn't be too difficult. Now, if you are season to season wanting to inspect, clean, gap, and replace, you can do that as well with your spark plug. But in this case, it's been several seasons, so I'm going to go ahead and use a new one. As mentioned, for my mower, I have the exact same spark plug. I just got an NGK replacement for this BPR 5ES. I'll go ahead and clean out the spark plug hole. Again, just making sure no debris gets in there. Never hurts to clean it out. Before putting in the brand new spark plug, make sure it is gapped appropriately. For this lawnmower, it's about 30 thousandths. We're spot on right here. So let's go ahead and put it in. Start by hand threading it to make sure that it does not cross thread. This mower calls for 14 foot-pounds to torque it down. This is not necessary. I just happen to have a torque wrench handy, so I'll go ahead and do it. If otherwise, just don't overdo it when you tighten it down. You'll see how easy this is. And there we have it. Spark plug is done, and we can put the spark plug boot back on. Now it's time to change the air filter. Replacing the air filter is the easiest of all of the tune-up steps. Press the tabs and release the cover. Let's go ahead and take out the old filter. Now, if you want to use the same filter season by season, it's in good shape, you can tap it out on the ground and put it back. But these are reasonable enough. Again, I've got a brand new one. I did get Honda OEM. Just compare to make sure you've got the same filter. While you're in here, if you just want to wipe away any dirt or debris so it doesn't get sucked into the engine, line up the cover so you can see it well. Put the new filter in. Close the compartment. And there we have it, the air filter is done. The last thing we'll do is replace the inline fuel filter. Okay, so for this last step, the fuel line has an inline filter that goes up into the tank. Now, it might seem a little intimidating at first. And the reason you might want to replace this, if you have a lawnmower that's, say 10 seasons old, or maybe it's got old gas sitting in it, it's a good idea to replace it. Now, the only thing we need to do is we have to remove this shroud. It's just 3 nuts right here retaining that, and it's often the case that you'll see in other videos that they won't have this clip detector so you can get direct access, but on this mower we've got to remove that, then we can see the line. So let's go ahead and do that. Remove this, pull it off, and then we can get access and change our filter. These are 10 millimeter. You can use just a basic socket wrench if you want to, or any type of 10 millimeter wrench. Make sure you save these off to the side. You can gently put the coil winder off to the side, and then the shroud just pulls up gently. Now we have access down inside to the fuel line. All right, there's one hose retaining clip that I'll need to take off here. Now, there's a little bit of gas in the tank. What I'm gonna do, just get some rags. I'll probably make a little bit of a mess. I'm gonna try to just stop it off once I remove this with a vacuum cap. This is a 3/8 inch. And here is our new fuel filter that will go up into the tank, and we'll remove and discard the old one. I'll use a pair of needle nose pliers. They just compress. I'll move it down, out of the way. Now this line may be old and brittle, so be careful. Be gentle. I can feel it coming off. You can tilt this up. Here is the filter. Okay. I pull out the old filter. You can see it right here. Just gonna kind of wiggle it. There we go. I have the new filter. Place it back down inside. Just to the same stopping point. Excellent. Remove my cap that was just in the way for a second. And now I'm going to reinstall. Slide that back up. Really didn't make that much of a mess at all here. I'm pretty happy with that. Go ahead and use your needle nose pliers to put the clip right back in place. I try to put it into the same area as before, if possible. You can see the markings. Excellent. Got it right back in its place. Reinstallation is just the reverse. We will put that shroud lined up, right back down. And one other thing before securing this back, it's always good to check for leaks. Just make sure you don't have anything dripping out and everything's got integrity. We look good. Put that in place, gently pull this back. It will line up. You might have to just move the teeth just a hair. There we go. These should go on quite nicely. Now remember, this is a plastic cover shroud. You do not need to go to town on this. You just get it just hand tight and you'll be good to go. Nice and easy with a 1/4 inch ratchet. All set. Well, there you have it. In just a short amount of time, we've got our mower ready for an entire mowing season. We cleaned it, we changed the oil, we changed the spark plug, we changed the air filter, we even changed the inline fuel filter, as well as checking the blades underneath to make sure they're good for the entire season. Now, if you have a slightly different either Honda model or another manufacturer, make sure you check to get the right parts for your tune-up this season. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And until next time, this is the Eclectic Handyman. We'll see you later. One pull. Next up, we got to tune up this mower.